Hello, welcome back to Mini Metro. I'm just showing you the scoreboard quickly here because this is my highest score that I got in my first try on Mini Metro Hong Kong level. So 1025 is my score. I'm going to get into the game and start playing it. I say Hong Kong, I felt there wasn't enough tunnels or bridges. I think there are tunnels in this level, only in New York is it called bridges. Yeah, there weren't enough tunnels in the game, I felt, so I sort of ended up struggling, and I wanted a new line but I needed to get tunnels and sort of knocked my points. So I'm going to have to try and plan a bit better this time. You only get 3 tunnels to begin with on this level, but once it zooms out you start getting extra areas where you will be needing to build. Again, I hate how it loops like that. It's one thing they've not fixed. Well, appears that one can only loop. But yeah, I don't like it like that. I like it just touch, 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 much smoother, like an actual line. Oh, I don't want 3 circles in a row, do I? No. Just going to build a second line for the moment there. I can't have, because I know I'll end up leaving it there and then it'll just get worse, whereas if I at least build a line here, it means I've got to deal with it at some stage. It means I've actually got to look into it. Okay, nearing the end of the first week. Okay, that's dealt with that. Yeah, that's dealt with that. I can perhaps delete the red route for the moment now. That's not needed. Okay, we're coming towards the end of the first week. Let's see what goodies await me. Tunnels. Tunnels at this stage. It gives you... okay, that's the only good point about it. It gives you 2 tunnels. It gives you 2. Which way is that train coming? It's coming towards me, so I'll send this one that way. So quite a lot of trains on this one circle route I have at the moment, and I'm going to build a new route now because I say, look, an island just there that needs some sort of train. Yeah, this way it hits all the different types of shapes. Oh, 3 in a row. No. Okay, I'll have to... Whoops. Didn't mean to build a blue. Meant to extend out the green somehow. Unfortunately, that's 3 circles in a row. Not a fan of those. I just realised I think they've changed their colouring layout as well of the circles. I think it used to be blue and yellow that were first. Anyways, it doesn't make any difference, but I think they've just done it because the colours stand out more bold, I think, maybe. Although it's a pastel green, not a dark green they're using. Well, it looks pastel-y. Anyways, pointless comment. I will want to turn this into some sort of loop again as always, but not until it zooms out and I can see more of what's going on this board, because I've no doubt I'm going to get stations on this island. It looks to be doing it's not dissimilar to my previous attempt, my first attempt, but I think the camera angle is slightly further north up this map here, so it's higher up and I'm seeing less of this island, which is slightly beneficial to me. Okay, The green is not going to expand any further. I'll take the line while I can. Green's not going to expand any further. And actually green isn't going to go there at all. So now I've got a little loop on this red line. That's what I like to see. There we go. Put another train on, send it the other way as well. I think on the next Sunday I'm going to have to pick up some more tunnels because they're going to come in handy. But quite early on I'm liking the layout and structure of my lines at the moment. The only thing I'm not happy with obviously is these 3 in a row here, which will cause issues later. But that's something I can look into by having another line down here, which I will need because there'll be extra stations that will drop down here at some stage. And as expected, a line has appeared here. Do I go straight across them back? Is that the best way? Yeah. Ooh, okay. So this is where a new line will be needed. I think the red is fine as it is. Just going to work out how a new line would operate here. Like that. I know I have no locomotives. I'm going to chuck one of my reds onto this. And then, since I get another one, I'll chuck it onto the red on the next go. Or maybe not. Well, red seems to be coping okay. But it's big enough that it will need 2, I think. It's green that is struggling down the bottom here. Additional carriage. It will need it. There we go. Okay, red, I'm going to put the second train back on there. And either next go or go after. Well, I'm going to hope I can get tunnels next go. And then the go after, I'm going to try and build some sort of small loop route down here somehow. See if I can get a bit more in. I realise I'm not connecting to any squares here, so I'm just gonna take it out to connect to one square. But it's good up here, there's overlap between the stations, that's what you need. But down here at the bottom there's no overlap, and I've got 3 of the same shape in a row. Ah yes, so that will break it up a bit. I know that's as far as the green will extend now. I'm definitely not extending it any further. It's just circles and triangles down here. I may have to just build a very small, short, straight route. So I think that's as big as I'm going to let the red go now as well. Could potentially have moved the blue up there and not there, but yeah, we'll see. Okay, reached another Sunday. Let's see what goodies I'm going to be offered. Yep, tunnel, as I said, I'll take the tunnels please. I'm just thinking about this. Nice little short route that touches in some of the stations there. Ooh, that just about worked. I'm going to need more tunnels. I'm going to need to order more tunnels next go if given the opportunity, because, well, I need a new line as well actually, but I'm going to need more tunnels as well. And Red's going to need an extra train. Yeah, I'm going to run into trouble in a bit once the number of passengers start accelerating, as you tend to get later on into the game. I'm going to need to have some extra trains on Red, well, at least one extra train on Red. I'm going to need to order an additional line because I've run out of lines, and I'm also going to need actually, oh, another circle. Oh, I love these circles, I tell you. That let me go there. But I don't want to go to that one. I want to go to that one actually. Yeah, I also need to new line, more bridges, more tunnels, and more locomotives. Let's see how this copes. Ouch! What happened there? Okay, new locomotive, extra tunnels. These tunnels I'm going to save for building over here. I'm going to try and build a line over here that takes up some of that slack. So for the moment I'll be able to drop the locomotive somewhere. If that's the case, that can go. Oh, why can't that go like that? What's the error? I'll wait for it to come by and then I'll reorganize that route. Said I don't like how it goes loop the loop all the time. Alright, so it goes just like the green. There we go. Okay, I feel it's touching too much of the green stations now. If I could, yeah, unloop it from there. Okay, this is why I want to build a new line over here, so at least there's some duality on the red line. Can I hold out? I don't think I can. Can I hold out? Okay, I'm gonna chuck an extra locomotive onto the red here, and I will just extend a line for the moment, but that's temporarily. I will decrease that. I'm not going to keep the line like that at all. Come on, gifts. Alright, so I'm hoping for a new line. That's what I want for Christmas at the moment, a new line. A new line, here we go. So unhitch that red. I'm going to go, no, I'm going to undo that. It's going to go straight down, across. I thought I had tunnels, or have I used it all on this little silly red loop here? Do I get all my tunnels back? Yeah. Oh, I can't believe I used 2 tunnels for that. Okay, it's just... Oh, whoops, it can't even do that at the moment. It's just going to be a very short route like that. I just need to get it running. Blue is overcrowding because there's only actually 1 train that touches that blue route. And there's only 1 orange as well. I think that's game over for me now. Yep, it's going to be game over. Didn't extend anything else onto there, I know, foolishly I could have done that. And there we go, not as high as last time, but quite close. If I'd made it to next Sunday, oh, I think I could have got a much higher score there. Much higher score. Because I could have had the train on the blue. I felt better positioned there for an increase in passengers with the amount of lines I had and the overlaps I had. But unfortunately I was at that situation where I needed to get certain things to build on the other side, and I've neglected this side here. Well, didn't beat my previous score. Only about 30 odd points off anyway, so they were literally the same, just one I felt I was doing better. Join me in the next episode where I will have another try at this Hong Kong level, because I feel I'm getting the hang of it and I can score higher than that. So I'll see you in the next episode. Until then,